Alright everybody, welcome to another episode of Selling Cars at Garanian Corp, and today we have a beautiful BMW E34 in a 535i trim. This particular automobile has a what used to be called Big 6. It's a 3.4 and change, I think, cubic centimeters inline 6, which is a very smooth, fairly powerful and torquey motor. First we're going to do a walk around, show you some imperfections on the vehicle, and after that we're going to show you the interior, the engine, the trunk, and perform the test drive. Alright, so I'm going to notice right away that this automobile has been refreshed. The paint has been refreshed. This is not its original paint, but as a professional and being in the car business and dealing with paint for a long time, it is a very good job. Very good job. This is not a $10,000 paint job, but it looks and shows very well. Until I start working with the vehicle, I was absolutely convinced that this paint was original, but if you're a professional, you will be able to notice that it is not. And to somebody who does not know much about paint, this would look original. Overall, I do not see absolutely any bond on it. Everything is super straight. It has not been a wreck. I'm going to show the pictures of the bolts, the fenders, the trunk lines. Overall excellent condition, and has been refreshed. We don't know, maybe the vehicle was keyed before, maybe it had some oxidation, but it is definitely a straight car, straight as an arrow car, and it shows. It's beautiful, and the job has been done. It has no fish eyes, it has no trash in it. It's a factory quality paint. Whoever painted it was a very good painter, and let's be honest, in the United States, things like that is very hard to come by. Alright, so we're going to continue talking about the vehicle, and as you can see, the badges are in very good shape, and the BMW badge is in very good shape as well. If you notice, the bracket is absolutely brand new, and the lights are actually Hellas as well, so they're not some Chinese eBay knockoff. They're BMW lights. You can see the symbol. They're made by Hella, and they are very good quality lights, and they shine brand new. They shine absolutely brand new. The bumpers, everything sits on this vehicle perfect. And let's not forget this. I mean, this vehicle rides on absolutely fantastic AC Schnitzer classic rims, and they are real AC Schnitzer. It says right there, right on the rim. We're going to show it to you. We're going to show AC Schnitzer Germany, and here's the size of the wheel, and it's a Type 3101A. I mean, absolutely fantastic, and the condition of it, it barely has any marks on it whatsoever. The polished rim is beautiful. No curb rush on them, just a fantastic rim. I remember growing up, and this particular wheel was the choice for the BMW, and it was absolutely, I mean, this rim right here will make a 5 Series look like it should be, because the way those little rims that they came on, they just look, let's say, not as pretty, but these rims, they just make this car absolutely beautiful. And the way this automobile rides, I mean, I'm a Mercedes guy myself, but cannot ignore BMW. I mean, this thing just flies, and overall, so let's show the lines of the automobile again. The roof is in very good condition, and this stainless right here, if you would notice, even on the modern cars, I'm not even talking about the automobile of this era, they oxidize, and it is extremely hard to get rid of that oxidation. And let's be honest, when we were detailing this vehicle at Garanian Corp, it had no oxidation, so we didn't have to do anything about it. I mean, the stainless is in mint condition on the doors as well as on the trim. It just shines fantastic. Actually, I cannot wait until we get under the hood of this automobile so we can show you what's underneath. So I'm going to go ahead and pop the hood, and we're going to show you the motor. Another thing, if you would see, this trim right here, it deteriorates to the point that there is no more trim, and as you can see, it's just started to deteriorate just a little bit. So things like that need to be noticed, and a little bit right there. I think on the other side it's in good shape, but yes, they dry out, and things like that happen, but overall condition is very, very nice. So we're gonna pop the hood, and the BMW shocks do hold the hood nicely. And just look at this. Let's point the camera right there, right on the engine block. I mean, if you can see, it's a little rusty spot that I can probably get rid of by my fingers, just by water accumulating there. But that block has still original factory paint on it. And as you can see, the oil pan is completely separated from the block. So this automobile is absolutely mint. And I'm going to show you the zinc plating on the bolts, and the stainless hardware, and the ABS, and the stickers on the vacuum, on the brake vacuum booster, and just the condition of the engine is absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. The bolts haven't been turned on it, the hinges, everything is very good shape. The front of the vehicle is just mint. This is one of the best or cleanest looking engines that I've seen in a period of quite a while. The factory glue, you know, if you can notice, is still right there. And I'm going to go ahead and walk around on the other side right now. And as you can see, the engine is absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. I mean, just perfect. The only thing, this rubber pieces start cracking a little bit right there, and a little bit right there, but overall just perfect condition. Look at the cleanliness of the uni rail. I mean, it's just mint. It's absolutely mint. And I'm going to show you right there as well. I don't know if you can see it, but the cleanliness of the uni rail, I mean, the automobile is perfect. And look at the zinc plated bolt right there and right there. It's just wonderful condition. So I'm going to go ahead and close the hood right now. Oh, let's not forget about the hood liner. Brand new, never been replaced, factory hood liner, absolutely excellent condition. Very, very nice hood liner. Doesn't have to be messed with for another years to come by. Locks perfectly, nice and smooth action. So now we're going to go ahead and show you the interior of the car, and I'm going to hop in on the driver's side, on the left side, and the operator is going to sit in the back, and we'll talk a little bit about the front, or the front part, the dash of the automobile. Alright, so let's go ahead and close the door. Fantastic door closure. I mean, you can just keep sitting here and close the door over and over again. Just amazing. I mean, holy moly. Mercedes is gonna have a hard time right there. I mean, you can slam it, or you can close it gently. It makes the same noise. Amazing, amazing. BMW does not have that door closure anymore. Alright, so let's go ahead and crank up the motor. And as you can see, all the lights come up. The ABS, the parking light, the brakes, the oil. Important part, that this digital display works, and the kilometers, 30,000 kilometers, which is about 21,000 miles. Everything works, and those of you who know BMW, they know that on all their cars, especially BMW, that part right there does not perform and does not work. Neither does this, neither does the radio. You have to replace him, you have to replace those pixels. So let's go ahead and turn it on. Turns on fairly simply. Just turn the key and it turns on. Everything works. Motor runs very good. So let's go ahead and turn the air conditioning on. You turn it on and the cold air start coming out right out. Yeah, let's enjoy that because we're 95-degree heat and humidity right now. In fact, let's turn it on auto, and when it's on auto and it's a dual zone, we can control the temperature by scrolling these things, and that works as well, which is very important. Okay, so another thing, this area right here is very clean. The dash is very nice and clean. There is a little bit of an imperfection on the dash. This plastic piece is kind of popping out, but overall condition of the dash is very nice and very clean. But something like this is to be expected on an older BMW, and as you know and as I know, they're kind of all that way, and this is actually not bad at all. So yes, that plastic piece is slightly popping up on two sides, and this is the way. So let's go ahead and turn some lights on. There's some fog lights. There are the lights. As you can see, the lights come right up. And now I'm going to turn the fog lights. And you see the fog lights front and fog lights back come right up. So that works and operates. Another thing, I'm going to dim the lights off the dashboard. Now I'm going to make them full bright again. So I'm dimming them, I'm brightening them, everything works. Light correction, as I said, works. Air conditioning blows cold. Windows work. I'm not going to pull them down because we're just gonna make them dirty. But they operate all nicely, all four of them. Alright, so let's go ahead and move the selector of the transmission through the gear positions. As you can see right now, it's in sport mode, well, because it's a BMW, and if I move it into E or M or economy, so as you can see, sport, economy, M, that all works nice and fine. So as the lever, it's in park right now, now it's in reverse, now it's in neutral, now it's in drive, 3, 2, 1, so everything works there fine. Seats are in very good condition. Another interesting thing, the previous owner of this automobile upholstered original OEM floor mats into a plastic. So they've been upholstered into a plastic, and they're brand new, absolutely brand new underneath. So this is for a next owner to decide if he wants to keep them preserved or he actually wants to take the plastic off of them. But they've been stitched around in the plastic and they're brand new underneath, so I didn't want to take it out or anything like that. Door cards are in very good condition, very good condition. Mirrors works as they should, left or right, everything works nice and fine. Now we're going to go ahead and show you the back seat of this automobile. Oh, another thing, so this computer, this is the thing of the Audi and the BMW of the 90s. I don't think Mercedes had it, probably S-Class had it or something like that. But it's very interesting. You can see consumption, range, speed, temperature, timer, limit code for the radio, and basically we can play with it. I remember we had an Audi back in the day, and that thing didn't work in an Audi, but as you can see, it works perfectly. And the important thing, the display works nice and fine. Another thing, the radio works nicely. Unfortunately, it only goes up to 89.9, so whoever is going to be a next owner is going to need to replace this radio if they so desire. Our favorite radio station, which is jazz. Speakers work nice and fine. Alright, we're going to turn it on. Alright, so again, optics in the back, fantastic. Best part about it is they're halos, but not some cheap Chinese knockoff. Alright, opens nicely. So as you're going to see in the pictures, toolkit is nice and clean. So we're going to open that up. There's the toolkit. There's some kind of BMW key. I'm not sure where it goes. It says BMW in it, probably to a locking gas cap. but it's zip tied there and it's gonna stay there. Here's another thing. I really like this mat, this padding. Very nice touch. This alone tells you that the previous owner of this automobile was not transporting wood log in the back of this truck, and that tells you alone that this mat right here, you know, he wanted perfect. So he wanted to walk out to his vehicle and put his clean and tidy things in the back of this truck and leave the scene in a nice and fast BMW. Original spare tire, excellent condition. I'm not sure if it's been worn or not, possibly have been, but this doesn't matter. The rim is in excellent condition. Other than that, the upholstery of the trunk is in perfect, excellent, mint condition. Everywhere else is absolutely perfect. Struts of the trunk support the trunk nice and well. Not much else to describe aside from this is very clean. The trunk is very clean. Everything is very nice and tidy. Rubber around the trunk, very nice and rubbery, not torn. Just very nice and tidy car, beautiful and beautiful. Those rims, I mean, those rims, they're just beautiful rims. AC Schnitzer, let's take a look at them again. They're absolutely fantastic. They make this car look like a proper Beamer. Alright, so this is going to conclude the review of this automobile, and now we're going to go ahead and take it for a spin. Alright, so let's go ahead and take it for a spin. Door closure is beautiful. So we're gonna go ahead, buckle up, crank up this car. Alright, so car is running. We're gonna go ahead, put it into sport, turn on some lights and put it into drive. And however, I personally prefer Mercedes-Benz brand, but BMW was always a BMW, and you know, to be honest, I think it was better back in the day. It was better, it was more natural, because I had a chance to drive a new M3 or M4, which is absolutely ridiculous that they named it M4. So the new M4 not so long ago, and it's nice, you know. The motor is torquey, but other than that, it's extremely harsh, it's extremely unnatural. Steering wheel is not natural. You know, something that I would not buy. But the way that this car drives, it drives really nice, very natural steering wheel. Steering wheel is amazing. I mean, if you're gonna compare this car's steering wheel to the new M4, I mean, this is going to come up right on top. It's just great. I mean, it's very precise and very smooth, and just this car makes you want to steer it. This is what BMW was all about. Or Mercedes was just, look at me, here I come, you know. And BMW was always, it would make you the driver's car, the ultimate driving machine. And you know, it just kind of fades away, and the quality of BMW nowadays is just, you know, it's not the same. But this car just drives really, really good. Very nice. The suspension's firm. I mean, it has 30,000 kilometers on it. And once you give it some go, and the tranny shift's amazing. Wow, it's beautiful, beautiful. I love it. Absolutely love it. I love it. You know, from my driving experience, BMW was always kind of drive like a Porsche. You know, there are two cars from Germany that kind of drive more or less, would give you the same feel, you know, kind of same joy of driving. That would be a BMW and a Porsche. And you know, we're gonna give it some go. I'm not gonna kick it down. Kick down works. We're gonna kick it down on the way back. Give it like 4,000 or 5,000, and the engine wakes up beautiful. So 60 miles past. Beautiful, rides really nice, beautiful. Stands on the road. I mean, just woke up. I mean, we hit about 80 miles an hour, and it was going. An interesting part, I'm half throttle on the acceleration. You know, I don't want to really beat this car or beat this motor, you know, just in case to break a seal. built like this anymore. Fantastic, fantastic. There we go. Runs, shifts. That's a 60 past several seconds ago. We're 140 kilometers. It's about 80. Absolutely solid. Just solid. You know. And we're only dealing with about 210 horsepower, something like that, as far as I remember. Absolutely no pulsation, no pull, braking smooth. Just a joy to drive, you know. Joy to drive. An interesting part, it doesn't feel heavy. I don't remember exactly how much it weighed. It feels fairly light. You know, it feels fairly light. Well, BMW was always kind of famous for masking their, or hiding their actual weight, you know, especially when it comes to SUVs, but this is just a beautiful classic. And those Schnitzer rims, man, that's the only rims I would put on a BMW. Either Motorsport factory rims or the Schnitzer rims, otherwise I wouldn't put any at all. If you're looking to upgrade. Overall, it's just great, great, great. Love it. Have a very good memory about this car. I remember back in the day, back in the mid-90s, I had a buddy of mine whose dad owned two of this. One of these cars were a buddy of mine, and he didn't have a driver's license, but he had a chauffeur. So just had some time driving around in this car, or being chauffeured in this automobile. He had a 520, his dad had 525, but just a really good memory I remember, you know, about this car. And the good thing, you know, everyone you look, all this little, I forgot exactly what kind of display it is, but they never work. They all broken, all this stuff is broken, that thing doesn't show mileage. Everything works on this one, it's beautiful. And it's starting to drip rain right now, and it's good that we're back at the warehouse, or at our lair. Car ride's great. Just amazing, good driving car. I'd really like to take it on a highway and, you know, do 150 miles an hour in it, and I'm pretty confident and will do that, no problem whatsoever. Interior is in very good condition, real good shape, everything is great. Aside from this plastic piece being a little bit, you know, just pulling out in the angle as we described before, and that I'm sure you can buy this plastic piece somewhere where, you know, I'm pretty sure I'm buying Mercedes parts all the time at the dealer, and the old school Mercedes parts, and they still have them, so I'm sure you can buy that piece and enjoy this BMW. The dash is slightly starting to get deformed right on top, just a slight, just picking up just a little bit. Yeah, something like this, you know, I'm gonna have to disclose, or we have to disclose. And other than that, the center part right here is very nice, very pretty, not scratched. The silver on the letters is still there. Just great. So basically, this is going to conclude the video. Car drives very good. Everything works. The only imperfections I would see so far is this little piece and a little bit right there. But the dash is very nice, very solid, not cracked. Everything is great. Ride's fantastic, super solid. And other than that, and a few imperfections that you're going to see in the pictures, all this car needs is a new proud owner.